Y'all, you will never go hungry, but you can feel energized in a way that you've never felt before. So you got to ditch the diet mentality. Hi, I'm Mareya, otherwise known as the Fit Foodie. I'm a chef, holistic nutritionist, author, inventor, and mom. And I want to welcome you to my podcast. It's called Recipes for Your Best Life. And with every episode, I'm peeling back the onion on fitness, nutrition, health, wellness, and family. The truth is, you're the chef of your life. And for every important pillar, there's a great recipe worth sharing. So every week, we'll explore them together. Think of it as food for thought that you can really sink your teeth into. So join me, and let's squeeze the joy out of this life, because you only get one. Can I get a fork, yeah? Food affects our mood, and it affects our energy level, how we handle stress, our ability to sleep, how we deal with relationships, and it ultimately governs our decisions. Have you ever seen the shirt that says, "I'm sorry for what I said when I was hungry"? Friends, I own that t-shirt. And eating regularly seems like such an easy concept, but one that's not always given priority in our go, go, go lives. As a health coach and chef, I hear it all the time. I forgot to eat. I don't always have time to go grocery shopping. I'm on a diet, so I'm skipping lunch. The fact is, your body needs you to eat right, regularly. Not eating right will come back to bite you in the derriere, that aka your butt. You won't just gain fat, you'll also drag down your system. And just like that car, that analogy that I always bring up, if you've listened to my podcast, you will break down. You not only are encouraged to eat often, choosing a combination of protein with slow-burning carbohydrates and essential fatty acids that can actually stoke your metabolic fire and help you burn more calories, even in your sleep. Clean foods plus smaller portions at regular intervals equals higher metabolism. Let me repeat that formula. Clean foods plus smaller portions at regular intervals equals higher metabolism. Now, if that doesn't sound like a license to eat, I don't know what more a Fit Foodie could ask for. Don't skip meals. So is it possible to eat food that not only tastes as delicious as the foods you're used to, but also provides your body with everything it needs to function perfectly, have more energy, heal itself from the inside out, get fit automatically, and feel amazing? Oh, and burn fat all day long? Yes, the answer is yes. And a big part of that is setting you up for success by creating lifestyle habits to achieve balance, de-stress, and succeed. Because if you fail to plan, you can most certainly plan to fail when it comes to eating cleaner. Because the preparation needs to be there, and your brain can't take a vacation from that. I know that sounds harsh, but it comes with an easy solution. It really does. It's making nutrition in your life a priority, because unlike a tree, you can't thrive on water and air alone. So here it is, 10 steps, 10 ways to prep for clean eating success. You might want to take some notes. Number 1, rehab your fridge and purge your pantry. In order to eat cleaner and get leaner, you gotta start by cleaning out your fridge and your pantry to make way for the good stuff. You know, I talked about Marie Kondo in an earlier episode, and Marie Kondo is kind of the queen of organization and evaluating things on how they bring you joy. Your food should bring you joy, and the way you organize that in your fridge and your pantry should bring you peace and joy. But you got to get rid of the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. So as you're evaluating and doing your inventory, here are some things that you definitely want to purge. If it's bleached, contains high fructose corn syrup, hydrogenated fats, the word artificial in front of anything, trans fats, which should definitely not be in your pantry because those are banned now, 8-syllable words or anything on my steer clear list, which you can find in my book, The Clean Eating Handbook, and that's on my website at eatcleaner.com, it's time to say bye-bye. Bye. And don't let the door hit you in the arse as it's leaving. Also, be aware of sodium and sugar. You got to keep your added sugar intake to less than 35 grams a day if you're a woman. For kids, it's 25 grams of added sugar. For guys, you can probably get away with about 50 grams. But that's not that much when you start looking at labels. And you want to keep your sodium intake to less than 2,200 milligrams per day, according to the American Heart Association. Now, if you can think about transforming your fridge into a salad bar, have your fruits and veggies washed, cut up, and ready to eat, then you're going to be that much more likely to incorporate them into all your meals. And we created a whole line of products at eatcleaner.com that help you not only wash produce, and you're probably hearing all about the new report on the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15 again this year. We've got strawberries and kale and spinach topping the list. You want to wash everything really well with Eat Cleaner, our amazing patented all-natural fruit and vegetable wash first. That's going to help it extend shelf life too. But it's going to get rid of most of the bacteria, pesticide residue, and the wax. So it really is an important part of your preparation. And we've also got products to help to prevent browning, but I'll let you check out eatcleaner.com for all of that good stuff. And then that way you can focus on really stocking up on the good sources of protein, the complex carbohydrates that won't spike your blood sugar, and high quality fats. So that's number one. Number two is to learn the language of what I call labelese. You've heard about Chinese, Japanese. How about labelese? Labelese is the language of labels, and it almost feels like you need to learn another language in order to decipher what is on an ingredient panel nowadays. I mean, when you navigate the store aisles, there are over 14,000 additives that are approved for use in commercially prepared foods today. And some are far more complicated and potentially dangerous than others. So ones to make note of that you want to steer clear of are the artificial preservatives and flavors that have been linked to cancer, toxicity of the nervous system, and other ill side effects. And these include BHA, BHT, EDTA, sodium benzoate, anything with the word nitrate or nitrite in it, and monosodium glutamate, aka MSG, in addition to others. These are additives that have been associated with ill side effects. And I'm also going to add one more because it just got me sick, is STPP. That's sodium tripolyphosphate that is being added to seafood nowadays. It's used to preserve moisture and to extend shelf life and keep the weight on, especially shrimp, but it is a known neurotoxin. And my friends, I'm going to share in an upcoming episode what shrimp did to me, and it's not pretty. So number two is learn the language of labelese. Number three is to just ditch the diet mentality. The key to a balanced diet is not to diet, because why would you ever be motivated to stick to something that begins with die? Diet comes from a place of deprivation and restriction. And being too restrictive and not eating enough of the right foods and really eating too little can completely sabotage your efforts to get healthy and stoke your metabolism. I created a macronutrient proportion meal plan, and I'd love to give you a sample of that. If you go to eatcleaner.com or my personal website at MareyaIbrahim.com, just my name.com, you can sign up for our free newsletter. And when you do, you'll get a sample of this meal plan that I created absolutely free. It's macronutrient proportioned, which means it is the right combination of fats to carbohydrates to protein. And I also have a meal plan that's going to be featured in my new book, Eat Like You Give a Fork, and you'll find a link to that in the show notes. But the point is, when you eat cleaner, you're focused on fresh food. You're focused on sustainability. You're focused on feeding your body to the core. You're not focused on what you're taking out. You're focused on what you're putting in. It really is a shift, and it's an important one, because when you're fixated on what you can't eat, it all seems so depriving. But when you shift and you focus on what you can eat, you realize the options are endless. They are boundless. I mean, y'all, you will never go hungry, but you can feel energized in a way that you've never felt before. So you got to ditch the diet mentality. Number 4 is to join the Hydration Nation. And that really means water, clear liquids. I mean, you can live without food for weeks, but without water, your body will shut down in just a few days. You are over 70% water. It's that important. And every metabolic function that your cells perform, from digestion to feeding you when you're exercising to cooling your body down after you work out, they all require hydration. So think about this. Your goal is to try and drink half your body weight in ounces every day. So just do the simple math. You weigh 200 pounds, get 100 ounces of water into your gullet, into your body every single day. And the easy way to do that is keep a water bottle on your desk, know how many ounces are in it, and know how many times you need to fill it every day. You know, if you've got a 36-ounce water bottle and you weigh 150 pounds, you're going to fill it twice. Get 2 of those into your body every single day. I personally like having a water filter on my countertop because it's a constant reminder. And I just use a Brita water filter. To me, that's the environmental and sustainable way to get water in a filtered way. You may also have filtered water that comes out of your tap, but try and avoid the plastic bottles because they do end up cluttering up our landfills, and we know that there are better ways to go about that. So have a water delivery service even. You can get the 5-gallon water bottles that are easily filled up and are much more economical. So that's number 4. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Number 5 is get the right tools for the job. Because just like an artist or a mechanic, you know, being equipped with the right stuff in the kitchen will make your preparation so much easier and more efficient. Some of my favorite tools are on my websites, both of them, Eat Cleaner and Mareya Ibrahim. And if you look under Chef Mareya Recommends, I've got links to some of my favorite things right there for you to order. I source them from Amazon for the best prices. And I know sometimes it seems like a lot of money to stock up on those things, but you're going to have them for a long, long time. And when you think about what you're going to save in not eating out, it's going to make a huge impact. But like, for example, if you've got a great blender and a great food processor and a slow cooker and a spiralizer and some great pans and a good sharp, 3 great knives, those are going to get you everywhere. So check out the full list. Like I said, they're on my website under the products I love or Chef Mareya Recommends, and just see how they will transform how you make things, how you think about things, how efficient and much safer. It's so much safer to cut with a really sharp knife than it is to maybe cut with the hand-me-downs that Aunt Sally gave you. I'm just saying, it's time to invest in that. So that's number 5. Get the right tools for the job. Number 6 is shop smart and save green. So if you're shopping at 5 different grocery stores, you might want to rethink that plan. That's a lot to sustain, Streamline your purchases. That is going to help you save time and money. And time is money. So, for example, you may be a family of 4 or 5 where shopping at a club store makes a whole lot of sense. You can get things in bulk, and usually you end up saving more money that way. And then maybe you fill in with some smaller items from the local farmer's market or your, neighborhood natural food store, or wherever you like to fill in the blanks. Maybe it's even online delivery. I'm a big fan in streamlining. I have a grocery list that I use pretty much every single week. I make that master grocery list. And by the way,